We know that fashion can hurt the earth. Its production makes up 10% of humanity's carbon emissions, dries up water sources and pollutes rivers and streams. But all products, whether they come from farms, labs or factories, take their toll, with hidden impacts in materials, manufacturing and more. Frankly, even with the best of intentions, it can be really hard to know which items that you want to buy are better for the planet. Take these two shirts, for example. They look pretty similar, and this one might be made from more sustainable materials, but if it's been flown halfway around the world to get to you, whereas this one's been made locally, how do you know which one to choose? Wouldn't it be nice if you could maybe scan the products to see what's good and what's bad? Here in the Netherlands, one company is trying to make the environmental impact of products more transparent. The idea is that you scan the QR code attached to the product and you get a score out of 100. This shirt here, 66 out of 100, okay. This shirt over here, which does look pretty much the same, 70 out of 100, okay. Slightly better, I think I'll have that one. Dayrize's co-founder Austin Simms explained that this one score actually consists of 5 sub-scores, assessing things like carbon emissions, materials and recyclability, and also the impact on the people creating it. 68 out of 100 for your lavender and ylang wax melts. How necessary a product actually is also gets a score. What is an example of a product that has no purpose?
A product that scores low on purpose would be like an electric pepper grinder.
500 fashion, home and beauty brands have already been signed up, and this system actually lends itself to online shopping where scores can be easily displayed next to the products. The idea is that anything and everything could eventually have this standardized label. Now, there is already an industry standard for working out environmental impact. It's called a life cycle assessment, but this requires brands to dig deep into their data, a lengthy, expensive process that few companies bother to do.
No brand has all the information that we need to actually understand the impact of the product. So if you're missing information about certain areas of your sourcing or manufacturing or distribution, we call upon 31 different databases.
Eventually, Dayrize will have one big database of the environmental impact of all parts of a production process, with AI being used to estimate any unknowns. And this will bring calculation times down from months to minutes.
If you come in with your t-shirt and say that it was made of organic cotton that was produced in Sri Lanka, and then we knew where it was produced, and then we knew where it went to be actually manufactured, and then where it went to be sold. That's enough for us to fill in the blanks. So it sounds like there's still a little bit of guesswork here, because if you don't know exactly how I've shipped my cotton from A to B, I could be doing it in a great way or I could be doing it in a not great way. It actually then searches for the information itself and builds on itself and gets smarter over time. And we've already scored tens of thousands of products to actually that machine's working really well. And if we don't have the actual information from the algorithm, then we have enough databases that we can pull the industry average. So you still get a really accurate score.
Dayrize says it can produce results that are 80% accurate, and a future where it could devise a score without any information or even consent from brands could be just years away. A detailed breakdown of harm could even help the worst offenders to improve.
You see that the wool is actually quite high in impact, so you can look at either different materials or different areas where you can source that wool from. So by plane, by truck, by ship, it actually the different impacts. So you can obviously see here there's a lot of impacts by travelling by train, so you can try and do that a different way.
So what you're doing is quite clever, because instead of just effectively possibly naming and shaming brands which don't do very well, you're providing them with lots of information.
It's a consultative service, so we actually try and show the brands how they can, what are things that they can do.
The deal would be that a brand has to display all 5 of its scores rather than just cherry picking the one that highlights their strengths. But opinion on what's most important will vary between customers, and also the science behind the scores will evolve too, meaning that a product score might suddenly change as sentiment shifts. one benefit of this might be that brands start competing with each other to get better circularity scores, better livelihood and well-being scores.
That's the aim, obviously. I think it creates that healthy level of competition that we want.
So there you go, Laura. In the future, you could know exactly how green your entire outfit was.
I don't actually have to wear green though, do I?
No, you keep rocking the blue and I'll keep rocking the grey in more ways than one.